We're getting a lineup for you, and we want you to know that we're going to be doing our best to bring you something totally different. Not an event, not a show, just open mic where we can start enjoying each other and getting to know each other. Remember, community is unity. We'll see you for more information coming up, and we're going to try to do this every third Saturday, giving you the information on the events that are happening in your area, as well as educating, of course, yoga. Make sure you're there for that, along with open mic afterward, line dancing. We may even do a little soul train. Jamming with Justice. Make sure you come there at Lake David every third Saturday of the month. We will see you there. Welcome to Japek Life, and as part, of course, of Japek Community Life magazine, a brand that is moving forward to give the people a voice. Now, as we move forward, we want to exactly tell you what's going to be in this section, as we're going to do so many other sections that we introduced that are coming up in the month of September, so you make sure you stay tuned. Now, I got to remind you where you can find it at. All Nations TV, Docs World Radio, which you can go and eventually hear so many of the things that's coming out of Japek Community Life magazine. You'll be able to listen to some of the articles, see some of the interviews, and then of course it's going to inform you of what's going on in your community. As I always say, community is unity, and unity is community. Now let me give you a quick rundown in the community life section. Now, of course, you have construction in the various cities that are going to be going on. That's going to keep you aware of what you have upcoming so you can support your city or town on what they're working, whether it's street improvement, whether they're building a new police department, whether they're building a new rec for you and your family to enjoy. The next one is different programs that are set aside to help us out as we improve our life situations or moving forward, colleges, schools. We're going to be getting word on different ones that may help your community, even if it's a non-profit that is stepping up the bat to help your kids read or to get them further and know that teamwork is where it's at. And then of course you got the city works. The city may be hiring, the city may be doing different things in your community to enhance programs, schooling. Of course, we in right now, got another phone ringing. That means more people are starting to join up and understand what it is to be involved in community life. And again, remember, community is unity. Now, we're going to keep moving in this direction, and we're going to answer that phone call when we get done. Now, positive things. There's a lot of positive things that go on in communities all over the place. You've got great stories of people looking out and helping others. This will be inside that section inside of Japek Community Life magazine to enlighten us, to improve us, and not only that, to motivate yourself to want to get out here and help somebody else. They say love thy neighbor as thyself. That's really what it all boils down to. Now, of course, the other section that's inside of there, thoughts, opinions, and mindset. What that's going to be covering, if you cannot understand your people in your community, if you can't understand the way their mindset is or the way they're thinking, you can't work together. You got to understand where they're coming from so that you can meet somewhere in the middle, whether you disagree on something or agree on something, to help you move forward in the direction of making sure your kids are safe. Everything in your community is moving forward so that you're moving forward in a way that you all are working together to succeed. Now, of course, in that section, we're going to have a blog. We're also going to have shows featuring different people that are giving their opinions. So that section also we open up to the community, because that's what it's all about. You got a video of somebody stepping in or something, one of your thoughts and opinions about something that's going on, feel free to send it to us and we're going to put it out. Now make sure that you got a write-up on it. Make sure that you've done your homework on the subject so that when we put it out, remember, it's thoughts and opinions and mindset. So there's never a wrong or right. It's just the way you feel towards something that's going on in your community. We are going to become interactive with the public more and more as we grow. Now there's another section, events and upcoming events. That section in JPEG Life will be showing some of the events that have already happened, notifying you in your community that events are coming. Now, of course, you can contact JPEG Media if you got an event anywhere, whether it's in Africa, whether it's in America, whether it's in South America, wherever it's at. If you want to notify the people, feel free that you can contact us and we will post it. Make sure that you have a writer. Remember, JPEGmedia@gmail is where you need to send it at. Now, of course, it's going to have parades. Some parades that are in there, some events that are coming up. If you've got a movie in there looking for people to play in it, you can always send it to us and we're going to be on that too. If you got something going on, there's a play going on. Now, of course, there's a lot going on at this day and time, and we're hoping to bring you the very best. So keep in mind, JPEG Community Life magazine now has JPEG Life, which we're glad to bring forward to let you know what's going on in your community so that you can be enhanced and move forward. Remember us. Remember our note. Remember our slogan. We are here. Thank you.
I'm Sarah Panko, the Public Information Manager for Groveland Police and Groveland Fire. The Groveland Police Department recently announced the recovery of a missing juvenile. 15-year-old Denasia Daniels was located in the Orlando area. We would like to thank Groveland citizens for their assistance in this investigation, for sharing that Facebook post. The post reached more than 16,000 people. The Groveland Police Department recently responded to several car burglaries. The suspects, they drive into Groveland in a stolen vehicle searching for unlocked cars. They pull on your door handle to see if it's unlocked. During the early morning hours, you can avoid being a victim by always locking your vehicle, never leaving valuables in unattended vehicles, and always keep valuables out of sight or in the trunk. And lastly, remember, you can visit our Facebook page, it's at Groveland PD, to listen to our latest podcast. Roll Call with the Chief is where we sit down with both the fire chief and the police chief, and we talk about community outreach initiatives, the latest and greatest, and you can always listen to that right there on our Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching.
Welcome to JPEG Community Life magazine. Of course, we're down here in Claremont, where the fire department, of course, was honored today for having this input on a disaster. And you want to tell him your area and your name?
Sure.
And please understand he does have a slight cold, I guess, from screaming a lot.
Well, I got two little boys I chase after. But I'm your state CFO and your state fire marshal, Jimmy Petronas. And my hometown of Bay County was devastated by Hurricane Michael. And the brave folks here at the Claremont Fire Department were deployed to come out and support through urban search and rescue and to give actually life-saving services to the residents of Northwest Florida after Hurricane Michael. They were in Port St. Joe, they were in Mexico Beach, they were in Mariana. So, you know, what they came and did for us, you can't put a price on it, because what they did is they saved lives.
Now, amongst that, of course, viewers, some of the viewers haven't seen it. We're going to try to get some pictures from your communication officer.
Sure.
Because the thing is to show people the reality of what happened. How is the recovery going up there?
It's slow. So, and to kind of put in perspective, Hurricane Irma, when it hit the state of Florida, there was a state of declaration of emergency for 40 counties. And it generated 2 million cubic yards of debris. You know, that's roofs, that's trees, you know, you name it. Hurricane Michael had a area of affected of 12 counties in Northwest Florida. It was so strong that we're at 24 million cubic yards of debris and still counting. So the intensity, the strength, what Michael did to Northwest Florida was just beyond belief. And we will recover, we will be stronger, we will come back bigger and brighter and bolder. but it's going to take time.
It's going to take time. Now, judging from that, I know you had a lot of input in it as far as the firefighters going out rescuing people, moving stuff out, debris and all of that, getting to them. How many months has it been? And then also, how many months do you think before y'all have it really cleaned up to start rebuilding?
So, and it's a great question. The storm hit on October the 10th of 2018. So we're crossing into the month of February. The debris has been moved, has been lifted. The trees have been moved, but what we've got is you've got entire neighborhoods now that are getting torn down. My neighborhood where I grew up in, there's probably 12, 13 lots that where their house was, and it's been totally level. So it'll be a totally rebuilding of some of the neighborhoods. But the good thing about it is Northwest Florida, specifically Bay County, has a very large tourism population that comes and visits during the summer. And the beaches and the tourism side of it were pretty much unimpacted. So it split the county right down the middle, and half of it is devastated, and the other half is operational.
Now, right now, would you say most of the electrical lines, power lines are pretty much moved out of the way?
All good.
Okay, so anything that could cause an issue, you guys took care of it, basically.
Yeah, Gulf Power is the primary electric company in Northwest Florida, and the storm hit on October the 10th, and by November 24th, they had 90% of the electricity restored where they could restore it. So, I mean, what they did around the clock, 24/7, with support from utilities all over the Southeast was amazing.
Now, how many fire departments? I know they came from all over. You was pretty much running it, going here and there, what sector and zones to do. Was there any zone that you really had an issue getting to? Or did y'all have backhoes, bobcats, and all that stuff?
Well, yeah, I mean, all that. There's entire neighborhoods that were blocked off. But that's what our urban search and rescue, these men and women here, they were the boots on the ground that went in. When the debris was in the way, they were climbing over the debris. Okay. So we had, at one point, we had 200 ambulances there from 60 different communities. Okay. So, the support that we had from Louisiana, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, and from all corners of the state of Florida. Task Force 1 from Miami, they came up and they set a base camp with about 60 firemen and first responders that came up that were there to save lives. So they were there to do their job, and they knew it.
Now, I know you got a road. If people still wanted to help, could they still come up there, or is it something else? Where would they go to find the information if they still want to?
So right now we've been directing people. What is still a need are resources. You've got families as FEMA's rolling in and is getting displaced families into homes. Mm-hmm. That's a possibility. You've got families that are unemployed right now because their job was taken from them. We're directing United Way's got a special fund there in Northwest Florida that they're accepting donations, and then you can also visit if you want to donate through the state. Volunteer Florida has a specific fund set up through the state for Hurricane Michael.
Okay, well, we'll follow up on that. We'll get back to them. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming to Clear Mountain. We're out. Welcome to Biz for a Day. Biz for a Day whole mission is about getting knowledge and educating others on what you do, helping the small businesses and supporting them in a way that we feel that will help them grow. And then also we're going to be looking at the small businesses as we come up with JAPEC Biz for a Day classified section. A lot of the businesses are trying to hire. We're going to be making sure you get in detail, not just in description and write-ups, but in detail a video on some of the things you are required to do and know before you get to that. But before we go any further, remember the mission is about getting knowledge and educating others on what it is you do. Now, we'd like to give thanks to a lot of the mayors, city council people, of course, some of the senators and congressmen that came on board, and not just that, Public Works. when you want to talk about fire department and police department coming on board and understanding that the importance of community. Remember, community is unity and unity is community.
All right. Township News 1, hosted by AC Justice, bringing you the best in news and entertainment. Let's give thanks to our special guests. Remember, we do all sides, the accused, the accuser, and then we fact check. And also, a special edition of Crime Grind. Let's get ready to be informed. Join us. Township News 1, all copyrights reserved.
Welcome to JPEG Media. Now, JPEG Media covers so many different things, and we want to let you know we appreciate you taking time on getting to know who we are. Now, as you scroll down the bottom, you're going to find a lot of things that we have and that we are on board with. Of course, JPEG Community Life Magazine cover community events along with All Nations TV. And as you scroll down, you're going to get a whole lot more information on who we are and what we're doing. Now, of course, the newsletters. That's going to be another section that you're going to get to read on and see what each one of them are in detail. Remember, 5 come out every single month to help you with your everyday life in the communities in what we live in. Our main goal is always community is unity, and unity is community. Now, that being said, then you're going to see our services that we can do for you, our Help Us, Help You program. Get you out there and get your message or your product out there in so many ways that we can help you, as far as TV, magazine, newspapers, and then of course radio. So if you need a commercial done, you're going to see some of the things that we can do and offer. Enjoy and welcome to Getting to Know JPEG Media. We are here. Hi, this is AC Justice from Community Life Magazine, All Nations TV, and then of course Preachville. Today we're going to be looking at exactly what all three have in common and why, of course, you should download All Nations TV app. Now, as we go through this, I want you to realize that this is very important and that maybe you should try to get as much information as you can with knowledge on All Nations TV. And also, let's not forget Township News 1. Now, as we move forward in this, I want you to realize that All Nations TV is a 24/7. It's 24/7, 7 days a week, our program. We'll be giving you updates at least 4 times a month as far as the TV guide and what's going on. Of course, JPEG Community Life Magazine deals with the events happening in different communities throughout the United States of America, and also further than that. Now, as we review things and different topics, that each one carries a separate identity. And if you go to Preachville, for those who are pastors out there who want to make sure that people know how to reach you and contact you, we give you a 30-minute segment that you can talk about your mission, so when people click on that state, they have it. Now let's go on back to the beginning. All Nations TV, as I said before, is a 24/7 network, which means if you want to get your business out there, you can always contact JPEG Media at Gmail, and we'll be ready to get on it to try to get your business in between the shows. But also, if you're looking for the praise, if you're looking for worship, if you're looking for knowledge, you can still go to that network and get it 24/7. There is a guide that gets sent out to you at least once a month and lets you know some of the program and also some of the new programs. Now, for those who don't know about Township News 1, that entity will be letting people know more or less about the programming, what shows they're coming on, and then of course the new events that are coming up, videos, topics of that. will be hosted by Teresa Davis. And then, of course, Sophia Shawnee is there. And then, of course, you have Vic from Storytime, and the list goes on with a special guest, Milton Wallace, who will be handling the trip section. So if you're going to go on a vacation, you're going to go on a trip, he's going to run it down on what you may need to verify that. This right here is an introduction to the entire categories on what we're going to be doing to make sure you get the proper information and the best information at the time when you need it. And then, of course, sometimes you may just want to view. And as always, don't forget to download All Nations TV app. That's a start. And then, of course, if you got something in your neighborhood going on and you want to inform us, we also will be giving our email out so that you can contact us in that way of a price of an event. When it comes time for events, we will be hosting them, and we're going to do them in its entirety so that you understand what's going on. Thanks for your time, and remember, All Nations TV, Japet Community Life Magazine, Preachville. Get your praise on, and then, of course, with Japet, get your knowledge, because that's what we're about. Thank you.
Woo!
Welcome to Japet Community Life Magazine. I'm here today at a fire department, of course, in Leesburg. Right now, we've given honor to Jack. Could you tell me first of all, introduce you, and then tell me a little bit about Jack and why this dedication is going on today.
All right, my name is Jim Dickerson. I'm the fire chief for Lake County Fire Rescue. And Jack, we decided to name this truck after him in recognition of all the hard work that he's done in this department for the last 15 years. He is the sole reason why we provide advanced life support services to our citizens. And when he came into the Lake County Fire Department in 2000, that was his sole mission. And it's just fitting that this truck will be serving, or this station served his residents for many years. And we just thought it was fitting to name the truck after him.
Now, of course, you did speak upon his death.
Yes.
And did you? And I'm going to ask you this because I'm all about knowledge, getting people to know. What did it take to get this honor? And is this something that y'all going to continue going on to honor the ones who have passed or still alive?
It has to have a significant meeting. One of the most recent ones that we did was actually.
Go on the other end. There you go. Right there.
Hey. Sorry about that.
Get Jack in it? Yeah.
Okay, well, we're having a little technical difficulty, but we're doing fine. We're maneuvering. Okay, getting back.
Okay.
Tell me what the plan is to make sure that this happens.
Okay.
All right.
So whenever we put a new truck in service, we will either have someone already in mind, or we'll reach out to the crews at the fire station. Say, do you have somebody in mind? Do you know of somebody in the community that has helped us take this fire department forward, or do something special? And then we'll vet it, and then we'll decide if that's an appropriate name. We did this out at Station 13 Paisley. We named Roy Hunter as one of the main reasons why we have that fire station out there. So it's just appropriate that we named that truck Roy.
Now, you spoke about something else going on. You have another truck next month?
Yes, and we don't have that one named yet.
Okay. So this is going to be a going-on process,
Yes.
and if they want to get a part of this or come out to support this, where would they go, or who would they contact?
They would contact our office, which is at the county administration building, and then just give a suggestion to the person that answers the phone.
Now, are you doing this on a voting, or are you doing this on what kind to decide?
It's not really a voting,
Or the years of dedication?
we just look at what they've done, you know, and if we feel it has enough merit to do that, then we're going to approve it. So it's not a voting thing. It's just making sure the criteria is met. They were something extremely important to the community, and it had something to do with that fire station.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to reach out to the chief, the big guy, and then also try to get more information on what's going on and how the public, I suppose, can get involved in this. And you're going to try to work this, of course, not just in this state, eventually around the country.
It's already around the country.
It's already around.
Yes,
All right.
We just brought this into our tradition back in 2014.
Okay.
So we started doing it then.
Okay. Well, we're going to get back with him. You can reach him, of course, as you said, at Lake County. And then the other thing is we're going to try to follow you around, hopefully, to get more on it and maybe get another intense interview.
Okay.
JPEC is out. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.